Ash James, the man behind the brand, and everybody that's associated or even looks at MMA knows the Engage brand.
Yeah. It's come a long way from back in Thailand when we first started. It's been a hell of a ride, and see where it's. We're not there yet in a lot of aspects, but in a lot of aspects we're doing really well. So it's exciting. It's exciting.
What was the instigation to get involved with making fightwear?
I guess I was in Thailand and I made a lot of strong, lifelong relationships with a lot of guys that are athletes or fighters. And I kind of was coming out of one part of, I guess, my life, or a concept which was engaged, but it wasn't. It was more going to be pushed towards the gym, and then kind of went to Thailand and stayed there for too long, as everyone does when they get the bug. But I went over with a couple of mates at first time I went, and they'd previously fought and lived there and stuff like that. And then I met a whole bunch of guys like Brad, Kai, the Hickman brothers, Woody, like a whole bunch of guys, and then obviously Dan Hooker, and then met Israel and everyone else, and obviously Eugene and a bunch of other international guys. I could talk about this forever, but yeah, it's there's those like Brazilian guys I met, there's English guys I met, the list goes on. There was Americans, and we're all in one part, and I guess I could never have imagined it would be where it is today. But like in the same, as the guys' careers have grown, the brand's grown, and we kind of really vibe off each other, and just it's an awesome experience.
So right back at the start, did you weren't a tailor or anything like that?
Nah, not really. I think my ego is just quite large, I guess. Like always, I've never really no fashion background, nothing like that. But it's just kind of evolved over time. Obviously, I guess I like to think I've got a bit of sense for fashion, but all the rest of the boys would probably laugh at that. But nah, mate, it's just kind of, obviously you put anything you're passionate about, you put a lot of time and effort into it, and it kind of shows through the work, I guess.
You can have lots of things, but you still need a really good product, a product that's strong, stands the test of time, and is easy on the eye as well. So you must have...
Yeah, no, that quality is probably the biggest key that we try to push with Engage. I went and met with a lot of manufacturers across Thailand. Haven't been to Pakistan, stayed clear of there, but we've vetted a lot of manufacturers and into China as well. Yeah, like it was a very key thing. When we developed our shorts, we wanted to come up with something totally different that the market hadn't seen before. Obviously, working with a lot of athletes and being friends with a lot of lifelong friends with a lot of athletes, getting to know what they wanted. We went in with like more of a board short kind of fabric, lighter fabric, and above the knee, whereas traditionally a lot of MMA shorts were quite heavy Velcro past the knee and quite a heavy fabric. So I like to think we kind of were one of the first brands to do that and bring that kind of short out, and that's now what we're known for, our fight shorts and our designs, and the quality.
Yeah, so did you try them out on people for a while?
Yeah, definitely. Everything we do kind of comes to CKB and gets tested and trialled for the athletes, and reviewed, and then make a few changes here and there, and then so everything we do now, our product line's pretty well, set, and we have our staple range and stuff like that, and it's a consistent flow. So now it's just kind of trying to reach different markets and push into different, regions, I guess. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we know it well down in this part of the world. Where else do you?
So we see online, it's quite standard for us to sell, our products internationally a lot more than we do locally in Australia. I think at the moment our stats are about 60-40. So international, that's international sales compared to local sales. So our growth, globally in America, in obviously New Zealand, but in America has skyrocketed, the last year to 6 months. So we're pushing into the big market in America, and obviously you make it there, you can make it anywhere, as they say. So. It's exciting times, and as like I've said previously, it's as the guys' careers have grown, we've grown, and we're pushing in. It's almost sometimes we've grown too much, and had to keep up. But it's with stocks and stuff like that, you can only do what you can do with it. But it's very exciting. We're pushing in. We're stepping things up. We're opening up third-party logistics systems in America. So with 2 or 3 different ports across America, it'll hold our stock and ship directly from out of America, and then we're doing the same here in New Zealand. So it's exciting. And then we'll push into the Euro, UK. So global takeover.
Yeah, fantastic. Any plans of going outside the fight where?
We do a bit of. I think that's the good thing about Engage. How I see the brand itself has a bit of a street swag element to it. We tell a story through our athletes or through our community. We're a community-based brand. This is how I believe it to be perceived. This is my core. This is what I'm about. This is what the brand's about, and it's a reflection of myself and the athletes that are part of the team that are a key element to what we do is through our athletes. And I find that I think that a lot of other brands aren't like that, and I think that's kind of gives us an edge. Also in our quality and our design. But I think I think that we stay in our pocket right now. We stay in the fight industry. Obviously, we do some. We've done bum bags before. We've done slides. We've done a collab with a streetwear brand called Street X. And we've got a few other little exciting things happening going into next year. So we'll definitely stay in the fight industry, and then maybe push into obviously still push that seasonal streetwear. So.
Now, I'm sure it's going to be a brand that's going to be around for a long time, and it was an innovation when it came on the scene, and it still is. It continues to be.
Yeah. No, thanks.
Thanks for coming and talking to Combat TV.
Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers.